All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we will bring you back-to-back updates and information. You are with your one and the only Nyokopus Master. Working out for Nifena Funanzuzo, Afun Goba, and on a webware on Ataji, the one at Boku on Angogare. Nyokopuse Kuna Nyokopuse, where Alango Boroko, Mwafulu Police Blue Bible. Oya, make we enter for the matter where we say nine carriers come here. The information where we say for a day for my table is plenty. According to the information, Mazi NNAMDI Kanu has cried out. He said, I have committed no offense, yet Supreme Court has refused to release me, NNAMDI Kanu. This is coming directly from Mazi NNAMDI Kanu Ohamadike one of Ndibo, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Welcome back to this channel, all of us of freedom all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and where you are listening to me from. Yare kwaraguma kachineke walondu melo goji kanaga. Make I carry you enter for that information. Make you see waiting Oga Mazi NNAMDI Kanu the talk. According to the information, the IPOB leader had approached the Apex Court to determine the legitimacy of his continued detention after the appeal court, Abuja, discharged and acquitted him. Well, it is quite unfortunate that we have found ourselves in a country where the court is no more the hope of the common man, but rather the hope of the rich, where the politicians who are meant to be going by the rules and regulations of the country are now the one flouting court orders. It is very, very unfortunate and very appalling. And we pray to Almighty Chukwu Okike Abiama that one day the rescue that we have been looking for will actually come to us. And Chineke we actually have their freedom. NNAMDI Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has called on the federal government to release him. This is as he slammed his continued detention despite a court ordering his release. Kanu stated this while reacting to the cancellation of the hearing of his case at the Supreme Court scheduled for September 14, 2023. The IPOB leader approached the Apex Court to determine the legitimacy of his continued detention after the appeal court, Abuja, discharged and acquitted him. Speaking on Monday, KANU'S behalf after he visited the IPOB leader, Ifeanyi Ejiofor said, why is the federal government of a country of over 200 million people afraid of one man's case? The federal government, which invaded Mazi NNAMDI Kanu's house in Afaruku, Ibeku, and killed over 28 innocent civilians, as federal government that criminally abducted Mazi NNAMDI Kanu from Kenya and extraordinary rendition him to Nigeria. What exactly are they afraid of? Ejiofor claimed that the federal government appealed against the judgment of the Court of Appeal, which discharged him and prohibited his further trial and detention would not be heard because the FG intend to illegally detain him indefinitely. He added, there is presently no charge pending before any court against Mazi NNAMDI Kanu, yet he is still being detained based on an unprecedented order of stay of execution, in total disregard to his constitutionally guaranteed right to personal liberty. Where in the world has it ever happened that the court discharged a person, ordered for his unconditional release, prohibited his further detention and trial, yet that person is still being held in solitary confinement? Kanu is only exercising his right to self-determination, a globally recognized right which is also provided for in the Nigeria Constitution and other international conventions and treaties which Nigeria is signatory to. Whether the appeal court is heard today or not, the truth remains unchanging. Mazi NNAMDI Kanu has not committed any offense known to law. If he had, FG would not be afraid of prosecuting their own case. You don't see say things don't they change because those where they fire against the PM has finally turned round, and they have seen that things are not going the way they want. They thought that when the federal government buy them over, that through there they will be able to change things. And as you can see, they have made the matters worse, because they pressurize them, asking them to cool off the matter, cool off Simon Ekpa, cool off Simon Ekpa. Make sure you deal with that man, this and that. And as they did it, they found out that the FG have been able to divide them, and after they have divided them, they have now turned round to against them, because they thought that after taking favor from the devil, you think that the devil will do you good. The devil has nothing for you other than to destroy you. But I don't see as the hot. When the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile was reacting on some of the moves these people were making, and many people felt that he was doing that because he was getting favor from it, or maybe because he's getting a lot of money. The Igbo man sense. The Igbo man always believe that the reason why somebody is doing something, that no man does something except he makes gain from it. Forgetting that people like Mazin and the KANU'S Simon Ekpa them are Europe brought up, whose mentality has been recalibrated, and they are thinking like the white men, unlike the people who are Nigerian grown. Although there are many elites among the Igbos who understand things, who are seeing matters from a different fair, who are seeing things from another part, who actually understand things, how things are going. But there are also others who also who are crude in their thinking, who do not understand how the government of the day works, and they are following it that way. But as they go, we know say that Chukwu Okike Abiyama, wey be say he dey live for heaven, he no go live Oga MNK, say make he perish for that court, for that DSS detention wey be say he dey, because the man dey fight good cause, even though some of his brothers wey suppose be for him don dey turn against them indirectly, making him to believe that they are for him, but forgetting that sometimes people don't really know what they want, and that's why there is rule of law, because human beings, if you leave them the way they are, they will be behaving anyhow until you set a rule and regulation for them. Meanwhile, let's go down to Enugu State, in a part of the Biafra land where something unimaginable is currently going on. They say police neutralize Baron Nolly rescue victims in Enugu. Say the police command in Enugu State has neutralized 2 suspected kidnappers and rescued 1 male kidnapped victim named Withel. At the outskirts of Enugu Metropolis, the command also recovered the victim's black-colored Lexus 350 Jeep alongside 1 locally made revolver gun loaded with 4 cartridges and another locally fabricated pistol belonging to the criminal elements. Spokesman DSP Daniel Ndukwe confirmed development on Tuesday in Enugu. Ndukwe revealed that police operatives led by Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations, Mr. Olasoji Akinbayo, carried out the successful operation on August 20th at about 8 p.m. at Centenary Layout along Enugu-Port Harcourt Road Expressway. He noted that the police operatives were drawn from the MPF Special Force, Akunaku Police Division, and Tactical Team of the Command. Following the policing trust and renowned crime-fighting impetus of the State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Kanayo Uzuebu, a combined team of police operatives rescued a male kidnapped victim after a gunfight with the hoodlums. One of the miscreants, simply identified as Baron, was neutralized on the spot in the ensuing shootout, while others escaped with varying degree of gunshot wounds. However, further manhunt for the fleeing members of the gang led to discovery and recovery of the lifeless body of the second neutralized hoodlum. The second neutralized whose name was simply identified as Chukwunonso, aka Nolly, in the morning hours of August 21st in a forest at the location of the gun duel, he said. Ndukwe said that the two neutralized criminals had been on the watch list of the command. According to him, the operational success was due to the swift response to a distress call on the kidnap of the victim along Abani Road, Enugu, in the night. The police spokesperson commended the operatives for quick adapting to his newly introduced crime-fighting strategies. He said that the commissioner had previously tasked police officers and other personnel of the command to sustain the tempo. There will be no breathing space for unrepentant criminals in the state under his Uzegu watch as the commissioner of police, he added. Una don't see as the shelle, una don't see as they happen, una don't see as the banger. Meanwhile, I hear I got the one down the curtain, and even at the first time we say they carry body chook for me, they join me for this wonderful channel. Kindly go on and subscribe to our channel. Like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news enter, you will be the first one to collect them. Thank you for listening. God bless you.